Welcome to Electric Fun. Today we are going to discuss about the topic called measurement of temperature. So what is temperature? It is a degree or intensity of heat present in a substance or an object is called as temperature. So what is measurement of temperature? It is a process of finding out the unknown value. Here the unknown value is nothing but heat. If we take a simple example as a thermometer, so it is a general purpose device what we are using in our homes in order to measure the body's temperature. So what is thermometer it is doing? It is measuring the human body temperature. So the process of finding out the unknown value, that is the heatness of a particular body, is called as measurement of temperature by using a device called as thermometer. So generally measurement of temperature is classified as below: resistance thermometer, semiconductor thermometer, thermistor thermometer, thermocouple thermometer, bimetallic strip, and the last one is radiation pyrometer. So in today's class we'll see about resistance thermometers, which is generally called as resistance temperature detectors or RTDs. So here resistance thermometer is used for measuring the temperature range around 800 degrees Celsius to 1100 degrees Celsius. So in order to better understand the resistance thermometer, first we'll see what is resistance. So this is a representation of resistor element. So what is the property of resistor or resistance? It opposes the flow of current, or it restricts the flow of current. Suppose if we are sending some current I and we are getting some receiving end current as I1. So always sending end current will be greater than receiving end. I is always greater than I1. Let us consider this is a resistor having some molecules inside it, and whenever you are passing the current, what happens? These molecules are obstructing the flow of current in such a way that the current whichever it is coming out of this resistor element will be I1, that is I is greater than I1. Suppose the same resistor element shall we take into consideration, and you are giving some hot gas or heatness or temperature you are increasing. So whenever you are increasing the temperature, what is happening? You are sending in current is I1. So this constant molecules, or the molecules having some constant vibrations, what will happen? This tries to expand as well as they try to obstruct the flow of current. So whatever the current we are sending I, what does this molecules do? It will try to obstruct the flow of current, means that there will be no free movement of electrons from this position to this position. So under normal conditions, I is the current and I1 is the current, output current. So I is greater than I1. So what happens? Whenever temperature is increased, further the current is getting reduced. So initially it is I1. When temperature is increased, it is getting decreased than I1 also. It is named as I2. So I is also always greater than I2. What is happening? The current is getting reduced in such a way that the resistance value is increasing. How resistance value is increasing? As temperature is increasing, resistance value is also increasing. So therefore resistance is directly proportional to temperature. If resistance value is increased, temperature value is also increased. How it is increased? We are increasing the temperature, the resistance value is also increasing over here in such a way that the flow of current is less. Now we'll see the practical working of resistance thermometer. So before going to the explanation of resistance thermometer, you can see the figure is resembling like a bridge. So here we are making use of Wheatstone bridge. So let us first see the concept of Wheatstone bridge. So you are familiar with the Wheatstone bridge topic. Already you have studied in the last semester, and in the previous examples also I have already told about the working of Wheatstone bridge. Let us see it again. So this is a Wheatstone bridge having resistor A, B, C and D, where C is called as adjustable resistor, and these two terminals are connected with the galvanometer, and these two are connected across the supply. So under initial conditions, whenever you supply some voltage, what happens? Current starts flowing in the circuit in such a way that the galvanometer starts deflecting. So in order to make the bridge under balanced condition, so what is that balanced condition? Means current should become zero, that is current through the galvanometer should be zero. So in order to bring the bridge into balanced condition or null condition, what you have to do means you have to adjust the value of C resistor in such a way that current shown in the galvanometer is zero. At that condition, the bridge is said to be balanced. So under balanced condition, we are having expression as A by B equals to C by D. Suppose if we take the value of D is unknown, suppose if you want to find out the value of D, conduct the same experiment. Whenever supply is given, there will be some current flowing in the circuit, and that current is shown in this galvanometer. So if you want to find out the resistor value D, what you have to do? You have to adjust the value of C until unless it is showing zero deflection. The bridge is said to be balanced condition. So you have to adjust the value of C until it is showing zero, as a null deflection in the galvanometer. So adjust it till the current shows zero deflection. At that condition, the bridge is said to be balanced. So already you know that under symmetrical condition, the standard form of representation is A by B equals to C by D. Here we have taken example as D is unknown resistance. So from this formula, D equals to how much? So what does that equation become? D equals to C into, if you bring this side, that equation becomes as B by A. So you already know the value of B and A, and you have already adjusted the value of C. From this you can find out the value of D. So what you are finding here, you are finding out the value of resistance or change in resistance. This change in resistance is indicating the measurement of temperature in resistance thermometers or RTDs. So we'll see in detail how it is happening. So this is a diagrammatical representation of resistance thermometer. Having four arms, A is resistor, B is resistor, and C is the adjustable resistance, and the resistance value whatever to be measured, here we have taken as D example. So across D we have connected the measurement process whatever has to be carried out. So generally these two terminals are connected with the lead wires, and this is called as ceramic mantle onto which the resistance wire is mounted, and this is a cross-sectional view of the resistance wire. And this dotted particles, we are assuming this as a temperature of hot gas whose temperature has to be measured, and this total thing is enclosed in a glass or metallic cylinder, and the resistance wire whatever we are using, it is a platinum or copper nickel, generally used because they are less reactive. So this is how the diagram shows about the resistance thermometer. Now let us see the working principle. Now the measurement of hot gas temperature whatever to be measured is supplied into this chamber. So whenever you are supplying into this chamber, what happens? The value of resistor gets changed. So it shows some deflection in the galvanometer. So what we have to make? We have to make the bridge under balanced condition. So in order to make the bridge under balanced condition, what we are doing? We are adjusting the value of we are adjusting the value of resistor C in such a way that the galvanometer is showing zero deflection. So at what point it is showing the zero deflection? From that we can find out the value of D, that is the value of measurement of unknown resistance. So from this formula you can find out the value of unknown resistance. So what is happening? From this formula you are going to find out the value of unknown resistance. So here these are the two lead wires where we are going to find out the unknown value resistance D. We are finding out the value of unknown resistance D, which is nothing but which is measuring the value of temperature, that is the measurement of temperature using resistance. So here you are finding out the value of resistance, which is in terms measuring the value of temperature of the hot gas which is to be measured in this chamber. So this is about resistance thermometer, which is making use of Wheatstone bridge for finding out the value of temperature with the help of resistance thermometer. If you like, please like and share and comment. Thank you.